Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tara. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and a yoga teacher, and today I'm going to show you the best stretches to do for upper back tightness. So for me personally, when I have a day where I'm doing a lot of work at the computer, I'll usually feel some tightness in my upper back, and the stretches I'm going to show you today are like my go-to stretches to kind of work that out. So we're going to be working on improving the mobility through the thoracic spine. So your thoracic spine is your upper back. And we're also going to be working on stretching through the rib cage, because this does relate to the upper back because your ribs actually wrap around and directly attach into the thoracic spine. So they are related to your upper back. One thing to note, if you do get discomfort really high in the upper back, it's very possible that that could be coming from your neck, and it's not actually upper back tightness. So it's just something to keep in mind, especially if you're doing stretches for your upper back and it's really not giving you relief. It's very possible that that could be coming from your neck. So yeah, with all that said, let's get into our stretches. Okay, so first up we have cat-cow on all fours. It looks like it's pretty simple, but it really works nicely through the upper back, and it's a really good place to start before you move into the other stretches because it's going to kind of warm up the upper back. So you're going to be on all fours, and what you're going to do for cow, you're going to drop your belly down and open through the chest and look straight out in front of you. Okay, so this is going to be extending through the thoracic spine. And then to move into cat, you're gonna round through the upper back. So you're gonna round through the upper back, so pressing the upper back up toward the ceiling, drop the head down, and that's cat. Okay, and you're just gonna move on and off here. So going into cow, dropping the belly, opening through the chest, and then rounding through the upper back for cat. And for this one, like I said, I just like to move on and off, so I hold about 2 seconds in each pose before moving to the next one. And that's a really nice way to just kind of get the upper back to start moving. When you're doing that exercise, you really want to make sure you're focusing the motion to the upper back. The lower back is going to move, but that's not where you're really isolating it. So really put your attention on the upper back when you're moving through those two poses. Next stretch is called thread the needle. This is probably my absolute favorite stretch. For my body personally, it feels so good at kind of just opening through the upper back. So I really love it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna be on all fours again. And basically you're gonna put the weight in one arm, the other arm is going to thread through. So for this example, I have my weight in my left hand, my right arm is going to thread through, I'm gonna rest my right shoulder on the floor. Okay, then my head relaxes on the floor, and you can really do different things with this left arm. My favorite is just to kind of walk that hand out and stretch that left arm forward, and then you're just gonna breathe here. So my right arm is totally relaxed on the earth, my left arm is reaching forward, and my head is relaxed on the ground. Okay? To come out of it, bring that left hand back under you and lift yourself back up. Okay? So for the other side, your right arm will ground into the earth, left arm is going to thread through, relaxing the left shoulder on the earth, right arm reaches out in front. So that's thread the needle. It feels so nice on your upper back. I don't really, honestly, if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't really count the amount of time that I hold it. I just hold it like as it feels good. I'm probably holding it, if I had to estimate, around about 15 to 20 seconds, and then I might do that 2 to 3 times on each side. The next stretch is called gate pose, and this is the one that's going to be really nice at opening through the rib cage. So you're going to be kneeling, so up high kneeling. So you're going to keep your weight on one knee, the other leg is going to go straight out. So just so we can all stay on the same page, right now I have my left knee bent and my right leg is straight out. What you're going to do is you're going to place your left hand down on the ground, and I like to be up on my fingertips. If this is too far for you to reach, you can always use a yoga block and place that underneath your hand to kind of lift you up a little bit higher. That's an option. So next, you're going to reach your right arm overhead and extend through the right fingertips. You want to make sure you're keeping both shoulders down away from your ears so they're not kind of like popping up, okay? And you're stretching here. So what you're thinking about is really making one long line along the right side of your body. So you should feel this really stretching along the right side. I came back and got my block to show you. So this is what it looks like with the block, placing the hand there and reaching. I actually like this way too because you're a little bit more supported, so you could really focus on stretching that right side of the body. And then you would repeat the same thing on the other side. With this stretch, again, tune into your body to see how long it feels good for you to hold. For me, I hold about 10 to 15 seconds, and I'll usually do this stretch about 3 times. The last stretch, which I do recommend ending with this stretch, at least it's my personal favorite way to end, because I do like to end with some extension in the upper back, just because for most of us, most of our day, we're spending more in this forward position, so this kind of reverses it, so it's a really good way to end your stretches. So I call it Anahata Asana. That's the Sanskrit term in yoga. I think the English term for it is extended puppy pose. I always forget, but I'm pretty sure this one's extended puppy pose. But basically it's really opening through your chest. So you're gonna be on your hands and knees to start. You're gonna reach your hands out in front of you, and you're gonna melt your heart down to the earth. So you're kind of sticking your butt out back and letting your chest relax down to the earth. And breathing here. So for some of you, you may only get this far, like your chest might not actually go down to the ground, and that's totally fine. If your chest does come down to the ground, then you could rest your chin on the floor. One other thing to note in this pose is sometimes we like to collapse through the lower back. So what I like to do is think about gently pulling the abdomen up and in just to protect the lower back and really isolate this to the upper back. And as always, with all of the poses, make sure you're breathing as you hold. So that's Anahata Asana. It's a pretty deep pose, so make sure you do what feels good for you and your body. Like I said, if you do need to modify and just kind of start to melt the chest down, but you're not going too far down, that might be where you want to start. So again, like I always say, just listen to your body and do what feels good. So those are my 4 favorite stretches for upper back tightness. I hope you guys enjoy them. Let me know in the comments below if you tried them out and which one you guys like best. I do have a video where I show you guys my favorite way to stretch on a foam roller, which also works on opening through the upper back and through the chest as well. So you might like that, and I will put a link to that video in the description down below. But otherwise, that's all I have for you guys today. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button right below me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.